Hey, so back in 2015, that year was like one of the years I felt like I really transformed a lot within myself and my thinking, my mind, and all that. And it came in a way that I least expected it. You know, before that time period, like I was really at a lost place. I didn't really understand myself. I didn't really understand my purpose. I came across this job working at a warehouse, and I met this guy who just had this glow about him. Like he just had a certain glow. He used to always be talking and laughing and smiling. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really understand like his positive attitude. Given that we was in this work environment that wasn't the greatest place. It wasn't the greatest place to be. I didn't understand like how he could be positive in those type of conditions. But eventually we started talking to each other, and he let me in on this little secret that he had. Randomly one day he was just like, bro, you ever heard of affirmations? I'm like, nah, I don't know what that is. He was like, bro, it's when you, and he said this with he didn't casually just tell me this. Like he's telling me about this with like some sort of excitement, you know what I'm saying? Like he's letting me in on something that can really help me. He's like, bro, it's when you think positive thoughts and like you say it out loud, you say these positive thoughts out loud over and over, and like it can come true. And I'm just like, I'm just like kind of just there in the moment, like what are you talking about? And he gave me this petty example. He was like, bro, okay, so tell me why this girl that I've been wanting to talk to for so long, like we became friends on Facebook, right? And I just started thinking to myself like these positive thoughts, like, she gonna inbox me. She gonna inbox me one day. Like she gonna reach out. She gonna talk to me one day. Like he's like, bro, she just wrote me. Like she just inboxed me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, like, all right. So I just keep it moving. Like I listen to him. He has this like charismatic nature about him. So the story he's telling me is like, I'm engaged in it, but I'm not really like letting it really marinate like that. I'm trying to do my work so I don't get fired. You know what I mean? And oddly enough, man, like I think exactly a month of working at that place, I ended up getting fired. Like they called me on the day I was supposed to come in to work, left a voicemail saying, hey, you fired. I'm just like, damn, okay. So I got just a little bit of money in my bank account, and I didn't know what to do. Like, so my initial thought at that time was like, yeah, let's go to the library. Let's go see if I can find a book on affirmations. Literally, like, I don't know what made me want to do that, but I just felt like it was time for me to try something different. And so I went to the library. I bought a book at the library about affirmations, and the book was called I Can Do It by Louise Hay. And it came with a DVD, not a DVD, the CDs. It came with a CD, not a DVD, that you can put in your car. And it's teaching, the book was teaching you how to use affirmations. And it gave certain examples of like different things that you may have wanted out of your life, whether it be like better health, more money, etc. And like what I was doing is I read the book, and I would listen to the CD in my car. Like if I'm going to work, if I'm traveling somewhere, I put the CD in and just let it permeate over my thoughts. Like just letting it sink in, letting the affirmations sink in, so I can learn how to really use them. And not just learn how to use them, actually believe that they could work. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. Like people that know about affirmations or have some idea of what they are, sometimes they don't work for people because they don't actually they don't let the belief sink in enough. So that's what I was doing, man. And I watched myself change over time, like just by focus. That was my starting point in transforming my thought process, was learning about affirmations. And I remember like reading in the book, and it said like, once you become more aware of how affirmations work, you're going to want to tell other people about how they work. But it said to be cautious of that, because other people might downplay these ideas and they may not think it works, and that could play a part in how you believe in the affirmations itself. And I kind of watched that happen. Like, I was watching myself be more like in tune with these affirmations and being more in tune with my thoughts, and I was going to tell other people that I cared about, like, yo, this could really help you out, and it could really like change the way that you go about living. But it didn't really transpire the way I thought it would for them. But thankfully, I didn't let that stop me from continuing to pursue these ideas of positive thinking. And yeah, man, like that was my start. That was my introduction to affirmations, and it changed me. It changed my life. It changed a lot during that time. And I fell in love with being able to control the narrative of how I thought. I encourage y'all to do the same, man. Like, you don't have to start off with affirmations. I used to think that getting education was what was needed in terms of working on your mind, exercising your mind, and it is. It's one form of that, but information is what I think education is. It's just you're getting information, rather focusing on your mindset and how your thought process is. That's a different type of programming. Like it's different. Like, you're reprogramming yourself at that point when you're learning about yourself. Getting education isn't just directed towards ourselves. A lot of the time, it's directed towards an occupation. It's directed towards trying to have some type of career development a lot of the time. So you gotta understand that learning about yourself is also exercising the mind in a different way. But yeah, I just wanted to share that story with y'all, man. I feel like that was definitely a time period that I appreciate. And I even told the guy that I met during that time, I told him years later, like, bro, you don't realize how much like you telling me about something as simple as affirmations has helped me a lot over the years, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure that meant a lot to him, and I'm just paying it forward to y'all, man, and just telling you, like, if you don't know about affirmations or what positive thinking can do for you, if you do it in the right way, I'm letting you know it can really change a lot about yourself. So that's all I wanted to say. I'll see y'all on the next video, and y'all stay true. I'm out.